Steve. I'm glad to see you again.
Hi, Dr. Rudolph.
I thought that we could start today by doing a lifestyle assessment. Basically, we backtrack through your childhood years and do some brief exercises to learn who Steve is overall.
Okay, that sounds like fun, actually. Much better than talking about my current issues with women.
So, Steve, tell me about your childhood experiences.
Where to begin? Well, I had a pretty good childhood up until I was 8. My parents were so loving to me, and I had a decent relationship with my younger sister, Stephanie, but when my parents divorced, it kind of all went downhill. I think my mom cheated on my dad, and that's really what changed everything in our normal family.
That must have been tough to handle. You mentioned your younger sister. How do you feel your parents treated you being the big brother in the house?
I remember when Stephanie was born that I was basically pushed aside because she got all of the attention. I guess I was angry about that. I practically raised myself when she was born, and when my parents divorced, I ended up moving in with my father, and by then I really did raise myself, since he was always at work trying to bring in enough money to support my mom, who cheated on him and was an alcoholic, and my sister, who just expected everything to be handed to her. I feel like I was the most responsible child because that was just expected of me, and yet Stephanie was the spoiled little princess. I always felt less than worthy compared to her.
What I'm seeing is that you feel you didn't really have a childhood by raising yourself at a young age.
Yeah, I never really thought of it that way, but you're right. It used to be such a competition between my sister and me, and I actually think I took that into my work life too, because I see these new employees expecting a raise right away, whereas I work so hard every day for a well-deserved raise. It really is frustrating.
See, you're already making connections between your past and your present. This is a good time to do a mini exercise. I'm going to ask you to fill in the blank in these 4 sentences I will read aloud to you.
Okay.
I, Steve, am
Lonely.
Others are.
Clearly happier than me.
The world is.
An unfair place.
Therefore, in order to have a place to belong, I
should find ways to be less angry and sad.
Well done, Steve. Now let's try to find ways to make you happier.